Welcome back to your live continuing official Toy Fair 2015 coverage with the Toy Industry Association on BeTerrific. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. We are so excited to be here at the Jacob K. Javits Center in New York City. Wow, it is cold in New York City today. Anybody on the Northeast knows it is freezing in this area today. And you know what the bottom line is? Stay in bed, stay under the covers, and watch this amazing coverage of Toy Fair. And don't go anywhere. Just have fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of fun. And you can join the conversation in real time in our IRC chat. That is under our live video player on BeTerrific.com/live. It's free to join. It's easy to join. And you can go anonymously, so you don't even have to tell us who you are. All right, we've got a great guest up now. Her name is Briana Gardell. She's a student in the master's program at Lehigh University in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, the Lehigh Valley. Lehigh's a great school, very, very well known, very prestigious, and you're in tinkering and making toys and stuff, and you've got a product you'll be bringing to market later this year. You're going to do a Kickstarter with it. It is basically what, a science kit that turns into toys?
Yes, that's it. That's exactly what it is. And in the program, we do everything from, we built a 3D printer to learning about cash flows. So going through that product development process to kind of bring my product to life. And we're even going to Kickstarter in 2 weeks for a class trip. So
Really? You're going to Kickstarter to visit them for a class trip?
Yeah, in Brooklyn.
That's a pretty cool class trip. I think I went to like a science museum.
Yeah, it helps. We have a lot of great alumni connections at Lehigh, and it helps a lot.
So how do you talk a little bit about your science kit and how you got to build it?
Okay, so in the program, they like to give us a lot of projects that kind of inspire creativity. And one of them was making it, where we basically take any manufacturing technique and just do something with it. So I ended up taking blow molding, which is how they make balloons. So they basically dip a hard mold into latex, and then they blow off the balloons, and that's how they make balloons. So I kind of false facted it, as we like to say, like switch anything around, which is one of the creativity techniques that we learn. So I made the balloon into the mold, and I actually was dipping soap, dipping like melted soap on this balloon. And then that kind of inspired my product. It's not anything like it, but that's kind of the path that I took.
And you don't want to say anything about it for intellectual property reasons yet, but you will have a Kickstarter. We'll promote you on our live daily show, have you come back on, maybe via Skype or in studio. Lehigh, Pennsylvania is not that far from Secaucus, New Jersey.
No, not at all.
Maybe we'll have you show it off in studio when you're ready for the Kickstarter, and let everybody know about it. But basically, what you've done is hard work because, I mean, I don't even know what you're talking about. You're like reverse engineering a balloon, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I was a business major as an undergrad.
It's
so
like you're spinning the Rubik's Cube, though, and like, yeah, it could go this way, but let's change it and make it this way.
Yeah, that's a lot. We learn a lot about different creativity techniques during the summertime. So my favorite one is the false fact one, where you just kind of like, okay, like, what if the bicycle didn't have wheels? Like, what would it be? Like,
it wouldn't be as fun.
It wouldn't be. Yeah. So those kind of a way of thinking of things. So that helps us, and it also gives us the power to create things, which I really liked. I built a 3D printer this summer.
You built a 3D printer.
Yeah.
So you said you were in business. How did you go from being in business to being an inventor, basically?
Well, I knew I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. My mom was an entrepreneur, and since I did this specialized business program in high school at Marlboro High School near my hometown, Freehold.
Freehold, New Jersey.
Yeah.
All right.
And so I did my first business plan in freshman year of high school. I did it for an Italian restaurant.
You wrote a business plan in freshman year of high school?
Yeah. So.
Oh my God! I've written 3 business plans in my life, and I don't think I could have ever done that freshman year of high school.
It was a good experience because you got to kind of do everything, but you weren't going to do anything with it yet. So you kind of just like learn.
Was this a full business plan? How many pages did you write?
It was close to 100.
Research?
Yeah, it was.
And you did you do financial projections?
Yeah.
In high school?
Yeah. It was twice in high school. So once freshman year and then another time senior year. So going into Lehigh, it was very important that they had an entrepreneurial program.
I hope our viewers are hearing this and understanding what you did in high school. I've written 3 in my life and hope to never write a 4th.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. It's mind-numbing. How did you do that in high school?
I mean, we took the class on it. I mean, the first time you do it, you don't know what you're doing. Like you're
Yeah,
not.
you don't know what you're doing.
You don't even have to be realistic, but that kind of has helped me. Like it showed me what it could be.
Right.
And then every step, like I just recently moved some of the stuff out of my childhood room.
Yeah.
And I had a box full of business plans. Just like going through the process in different classes from high school to Lehigh. And so I did do a business undergrad at Lehigh, but I knew about this program since sophomore year, and they have a great scholarship program where if you get above a certain GPA in undergrad, then you get a fifth year free.
And of course, the genius lady sitting here, Brianna, who wrote several business plans by the end of high school, is going to get a scholarship at Lehigh for a master's program.
Yeah, so that's been terrific. That was the opportunity that got me to like, okay, let's do this entrepreneurial program. It's a master's in engineering, but they let so many different diverse majors participate because that makes it even better. So we have people who did anthropology, we have like mechanical engineers, so we have physicists.
And
like,
then you build your own 3D printer. I respect that so much. I couldn't build anything. I could take a blowtorch to a hockey stick and bend the blade. I can change a tire on a car. Yeah, that's where it stops. I couldn't even build a slot car track we have on the floor here.
I mean, I wouldn't say that I was a builder before this program. Like, I mean, I fixed my own windshield wipers, but like.
But the slot car, I mean, the 3D printer worked.
Yeah, no, we had to make it work. It was part.
Right.
It was building it was.
All right, that's pretty
assignment.
amazing. This sounds like a great program at Lehigh, and I'm really impressed by it. What are some of the other things you've done there that are just impressive?
We also worked with Arduinos. So we built, so Arduino is just like a little like it allows you to make little electronics like prototyping wise. So we made a thing that you put it over a pasta pot and you put the pasta in the container, and then when the water boils, based off of the temperature of the water, it pours the pasta in for you. You know, for the lazy cook. So that was just an assignment that.
It's not for the lazy cook. That's for the mom who's running around chasing the kids. It takes a step away. It's great.
So that was the just kind of to be challenged by it.
Is that coming to market?
No, I wasn't really worried. That was just the prototype for
Now, a
class
lot of
and
times
stuff.
the schools own the projects that you do. They own the intellectual property. It doesn't seem like that's the case with Lehigh here.
Not at all. They don't own anything that it wouldn't make sense to do an entrepreneurial program at a university. They want our alumni to be successful.
I would agree with that, but there are a lot of schools that actually do this and own the IP. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, no, it's true, but like when you own it yourself and you're the one that's going to make it happen, the school, there's so many great we did this TE week thing in the first week we came back from the program, and we got to see all the different technologies that are coming out of our own university that aren't being utilized.
Sure.
So it's one thing to make the technology, and it's a whole nother thing to bring it to market. So if we're both motivated to create something and then also bring it to market, that's only helping Lehigh by having the successful alums so that we can, you know, while we climb,
but hundreds of millions of dollars in a successful product also helps Lehigh. And so that's why a lot of schools, I think, do it, certainly, and especially when they're giving scholarships and educations, they feel that it's their right to do. They're providing the facilities, the know-how, the professors, and all that. So a lot of schools do it. I don't like that. I like what Lehigh's doing. I feel it's only fair, even though they're providing all this stuff, it's part of what you're paying for. And if you get a scholarship, then you deserve to be there. So, I think that realistically, this is a great program at Lehigh. I respect Lehigh for doing it. Even if they took a little piece of the pie or the project, I would still say they're doing a great job, but I love it. So Lehigh gets some kudos for that. What do you do for fun?
I mean, I hang out with the people in my program all the time.
Yeah.
Just to hang out with them and talk to them. But I like making just painting, kind of like going to Color Me Mine or something like that. That's something that I really like to do.
What is Color Me Mine?
It's like you paint ceramics and things like that. I find it relaxing and stuff. So, I mean, I love watching stand-up comedy too.
Yeah. Who's your favorite comic? I love comedy.
I like Aziz Ansari.
Okay.
I also like Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer's great.
And
Aziz is from Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
We know him from that. By the way, I wanted to say that Ben says you're going somewhere in life in the chat room. So the chat room is following, and they are enjoying this interview.
Okay, great.
And so you watch comedy for fun and to relax. You do ceramics. Do you do is it like the scene in Ghost? Have you ever seen that movie? You're too young to even know what I'm talking about. Do you mold it with your hand?
Mold it? No,
Yeah.
it's just like, you just paint and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Kickstarter in April. How do people track your company?
Well, my company name is Mesomatic. I can spell that if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
So it's
because I can't.
It's MEZZIMATIC.
You do it one more time.
MEZZIMATIC.
Mesomatic.
Mesomatic.
Do we check with the judges? Is that correct? That is correct. Can you do it backwards?
Do you want me to?
No. Before you go, I'd like to have you play me in slot cars. How's that sound? We'll have a little bit of fun.
Okay,
This
let's
could be
go.
your new recreation for fun. So you take
Yeah.
the blue one. I'll take the red one. Before we start, I'm the white car. You're the blue car. I'm the number 2 car. That's my hockey number, so that works out.
Okay.
Now I'm going to give you a little tip. You see at the end of the jump, there's a dead spot where the track doesn't connect, and also at the crossovers. So you have to have power going into those.
Okay.
Because, but you can't give it too much power. You'll be off the track. And they do that for whatever reason they do it. But this is the Scale Electric slot cars. We've got the monster trucks, and later on we'll have some cars that go a little faster. So you ready?
Okay.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. If I can get a lap, I win, right? Oh, I got stuck on the jump.
No.
We're both dead in the water. I didn't give it enough gas.
Yeah.
Well,
Well.
thank
It
you. You
takes
did
practice.
great. It does take practice. You're a lot of fun. That's Brianna. She's going to come on in studio to show off her product, her science lab that turns into a toy when it's out. When
Yeah.
the Kickstarter's up.
When
April.
the Kickstarter, yes.
Mesometric.
Mesomatic. Yeah.
All right.
That's the company name.
We'll be back with a whole lot more from Toy Fair 2015, your official live continuing Toy Fair coverage from the Jacob K. Javits Center in New York City. Right after this, don't go anywhere. I'm Michael Artsis. Stay with us.